squad is up there for you to see, so let's just go through who we've got on court there. The Gibraltarians a little bit slower to come on, just still in their huddle. Goal shooter. We have Charoy, goal attack, Rodriguez, wing attack Moreno, Janice, centre Joel Moreno, wing defence Victoria Cross, goal defence Kellyanne Samper, and goalkeeper Liliana Okana. Here we see the Israeli team coming out. Goalkeeper Berman, goal defence Segyev, wing defence Heitan, centre Krasnostin, wing attack Stosel, goal attack Komar, and goal shooter Kupchik. So both teams on court, ready to start this game. And there we see Moreno, that's Joel Moreno, just waiting patiently at centre for our umpires to deliver the match ball for this second game of day 2. So remember that you can have your say at home wherever you are in the world. We'd like to hear from you. Just tweet us using the hashtag NEOpen16 and we'll do our best to read some of your comments out during the coverage. And it's an early shout out to the children of Shoshana Berman, the vice captain for Israel. There are 4 children watching their mother back in Israel. A big hello to you and I hope you enjoy this game. Just taking a look at some of the previous encounters for these two sides. Israel did grasp their first international win against Gibraltar in the Republic of Ireland in 2008. So winning that game by a 4-goal margin, 28-24. So Vicky, you've seen these two teams in action. Who should we look out for? Who are the key players just to keep an eye on?
I definitely think that for Israel, their goal attack is quite influential in their movement and definitely, trying to lift their team. Their centre connects the ball through quite well for Israel and, trying to provide options from the turnover. I've not seen much of Gibraltar, to be honest, but be happy to chat about it after the first quarter.
Many would say the Gibraltarians are full of spirit and they really do contest for the ball. They're really keen just to work on improving their netball, improving their tactical game, and I'm sure we'll start to see them grow in their development in netball, certainly through this competition and in years to come as well. Lots of young players out there mixed with their blend of experience, and obviously the Moreno sisters, they're always there supporting their squad and real strength in the mid-court.
Good 1-2 there, give and go.
And already it seems the Israelis, they've picked up a reputation for being the lively cheerers, the dancers when they score a goal. Is that right?
Every time. You can see that passion.
Gibraltar just taking away an early lead of 3 goals, so important that Israel just try and get themselves on the map. But again, good solid defence there by the wing defence from Gibraltar, and that's Cross. Just timed out there, 3-second call.
Israel are just struggling to find their options at the moment. Moving quite lateral on the centre passes.
Some good work there, using the back centre pass effectively through to goal there, Gibraltar, but just not able to convert that one. That's the goal shooter, Sharoy. Chance again for Israel to take this ball through to a shooting opportunity. Just needs to hit the body of the goal shooter, particularly with the strength of the defence there from Gibraltar. Akana and Samper. Oh, that's a great shot. Excellent shot by Komar. First goal on the board for Israel.
That's better movement from Israel.
Komar doing all the work there, just leading the play, supported by Krasnostein at centre. Again, just affected there, Komar, by the height difference. Good strong arms over the ball there by Samper. The goal defence from Gibraltar. Forced the error there, Israel. Always looking long through the mid-court. Just about got that one there, but too much on that pass from Komar. Through to Kupchik, the goal shooter. Joelle Moreno just trying to use the feint there, just to try and sell the dummy to her opponent, just to give her a little bit more vision, and that ball's safely delivered. Just not able to convert there. Fairly low release point from Rodriguez, and Israel again on the attack.
And Gibraltar are just working hard defensively to position themselves so that they're between the ball and the player, which is getting the ball forced over the top at the moment, and it seems to be working for them.
Not able to convert there. Kupchik, certainly Komar's the playmaker in attack for Israel. She's looking for every other pass where she can, so we just need to see a little bit more involvement from Stossel, the wing attack. But a good passage of play, great play by Gibraltar. Good strong movement by Sharoy just to get to ball side and link well with Janice Moreno at wing attack. Excellent play, Gibraltar. Samper there just creeping, falling off her own opponent to just put some pressure on that ball going through to Kupchik. close. Another one on the board. That's better play, a little bit more patient by Israel. Vicky, you've been keeping an eye on the shooting stats so far. What have we got?
Yeah, the shooter for Gibraltar is 2 from 5 at the moment. Goal attack is 4 from 4. Oh, just had a missed shot there. I think I might have missed it. Israel at the moment, shooter not hitting both her shots, and the goal attack hitting 2 from the 3 shots that she's taken. So Israel just need more possession in the shooting circle, more opportunity to goal at the moment. There's just quite a few errors that are happening outside the circle, which isn't giving them the opportunities.
There's a healthy crowd from Gibraltar just sat in front of commentary, so they're really trying to will on Charoy and Rodriguez, the 2 shooters for Gibraltar. And good swing of the ball there, so laying the ball off, using what we might call a triangle. So we got Joelle Moreno, Janice Moreno, one on the top, one in the pocket, just using a quick pass to find their shooter, Charoy. Good rebound there by Segev from Israel. Another chance as they move this ball through the mid-court. This is the point that they often just come unstuck a little bit, just need to keep that balance, keep the width on the court as they move into that goal third. She pops out of anywhere, doesn't she?
Great rebound. Oh,
unlucky Komar. What a play there. Finds the spaces, gets in between the defence. She's doing all she can down there, just getting caught a little bit with the pressure. And some good solid defence by Samper, the goal defence from Gibraltar. Playing with confidence. Charoy and Rodriguez, the 2 shooters in red, as you can see.
nice ball for
Good work, good shooter-to-shooter ball there. So that was Kupchik linking with Komar. Berman getting a high rebound count for Israel. She's often there under the post. She's picking up the rebounds, the missed shots. So Charoy just trying to get some information.
There's a definite battle going on there between the wing attack and wing defence.
Yes, that's Heitan, the wing defence from Israel. She's challenging well. She's just getting caught on the contact, but really working hard to try and close down and affect the play of the Gibraltarians in attack. Good 1-2 there, played with Krasnostein, the centre from Israel. She's supporting well, she's very quick to offload that ball to a shooter, but will find herself and get to the circle edge as she follows that pass. Komar gets the throw in again. just sense when you see Kupchik come out, see her come out, Vicky, you see the defender go in front of her and all the spaces at the back. We just need her to change direction and get back into the circle for that long ball.
I do feel like she could play more to the post as well to let Kumar run the front a bit more. Kumar will take on that front drive if the space is available. And she's just coming out a little bit too far at the moment and cutting off that space that's available.
Great intercept, good work, O'Connor, and fast on the transition, Gibraltar quickly into the mid-court, finding themselves available, so defensive pressure not there from Israel, just relying on Berman and Segev really to try and disrupt the two shooters. So for people out there, this is the biggest competition for the Challenge Cup. And 5 regional teams, 2 invitational teams from the USA and Grenada. So really excellent competition. All of these countries eager to develop their netball. And for Israel Netball, they've participated in several Netball Europe events. As we move to the end of this first quarter, it's Gibraltar 11, Israel 4. So not the best start for Israel. They've started to find the presence of Komar at goal attack, and probably with a few more options in the mid-court, Israel could find themselves in a better position. So I'm sure as we go to listen to what the bench is saying and the coaches are saying for Israel, it will be about providing the options, safely delivering that ball to a shooting opportunity.
לפני שהם מוכנים למסור. מה? זה שנייה לפני שהם מוכנים למסור. ואז זה נותן להגנה להיכנס במקום. אז מה שצריך לעשות, להחזיק את המקום, לא עובד, לא עובד, לא עובד, כאילו, keep swinging it. אמרנו, we said to them, a lot more running inside the V. Also, just to open your vision, when the ball was out on the baseline, you had 2 great options, and both times went for Slil. It worked 50% of the time. We were lucky to get the ball back, but you really did have 2 fantastic options around the circle. Lots of movement. Okay, when you're making your space, and try. Remember, we worked out like to create a space, go back and come back around. Okay, and you'll make the space. Even if you start behind her on a centre pass, come around, step back, come around, step back, come around, and you'll make it. Okay.
So welcome back to the second quarter. We've just been listening in closely to what the Israeli bench are saying, and they're wanting more options out there. They're really wanting to see their players start to work and relate to each other on the court. It's often about seeing what the front player is doing, reading off that front player and creating that option. Often that first mover, the nearest player to the ball, might not be the best option, and that's where Israel just need to look beyond and try and see what's behind that very first mover. And we'll update you with any changes as they come from the table. And just over to see what the Gibraltarians are saying in this interval.
We want to pull away and really pile the pressure on. Yeah? Girls, we want to pull away this quarter, pile the pressure on. Stay there, stay there.
Stay down.
Stay down.
This is so cool. It's okay. Belly smile at the camera. Al que está bien en la cámara, ¿no?
Okay.
Dice, haciéndote, me siento muy bien que se me levantaba.
Rebounding.
Staring at the
Rebounding. Carry on, the shooting's good. But don't shoot from, you took one from what I call the outer area. Pass back, yeah. That was the only one that I'd say. Everything else was fine. So we keep it like that, okay? Okay, I think we can stand up and do our cheer this time. Kelly, stand.
So we're just about to head into quarter 2 of this second game, day 2 at the Netball Europe Open Championships. It's Gibraltar 11, Israel 4, as we see both teams just making their way back onto court. And we've got one change from both teams. For Gibraltar, we see Reyes move to goal defence, and for Israel, Powen moves to wing attack. So that would be Stossel to the bench and Samper for Gibraltar to the bench, with Reyes now on court. So lots of communication from the coaching staff of both teams in the interval. More smiles from Gibraltar at this stage. But we all know that Israel will just keep building, trying to get this ball through to goal, determined as ever as they get into this second quarter.
Israel just started well, converting their centre pass at the beginning of this second quarter. Now getting the turnover. Need some options.
And that's the difficult point, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Israeli there in possession. That was Reyes as goal defence. All she could see was that line of red. So it's important just to try and keep moving, create the options, that preliminary movement off the ball. So crucial just to free yourself and get rid of the defence. Just trying to swing the ball around the circle there, and that's a contact call against Cross for Gibraltar. Komar again, influential, taking the throw in, finding Kupchik, and there she is again. Great rebound.
Great ball into the circle, nice and early. Good finish there.
Oh, lovely shot there by Charoy, to the pleasure of the supporters that have travelled all the way from Gibraltar, sat just in front of the commentary box.
Great positioning from the centre there. Getting in the front position. Taking any ball. Going into our opponent. Good ball.
And that was a great hold, well-timed movement as well. So the
Definitely.
hold is important, but the timing is critical. And Charoy, she did that then, held well, made the move at the right time. Misunderstanding there between Moreno and Rodriguez. Good structure again by Gibraltar. Set their positions. One, Moreno at the top. Moreno, number 2 in the corner, swinging the ball well, really supporting the shooters. with that good positioning, just gives the shooters an opportunity to position and get that less stressful ball going in. And Akana, she's starting to take the lead in there, Vicky. Have you been watching what she's been doing?
Yeah, she's getting herself in a position where she's she's coming up through for the interception at the last minute, so she's just off marking a little bit so that it makes it look like the ball's there and available to the shooter, and then just coming through at the last minute to take the interception. It's good positioning and good footwork from the goalkeeper from Gibraltar at the moment. She seems to be very dominant in that circle. It's a great front position from the shooter.
So better accuracy in shooting so far in this quarter from Charoy. We witnessed 20 shooting opportunities for Gibraltar in that first quarter. Charoy just missing 2 shots, but so far excellent. Tremendous record, 5 from 5 by Charoy, the Gibraltar goal shooter. And the curse of the commentator. First missed shot, so she started this well. She'll be a little bit disappointed, but quickly transitioned into defending, trying to disrupt the Israeli attack.
Yes, the shooting percentages were very close, very similar for Gibraltar and Israel in the first quarter. Gibraltar with 55% accuracy and Israel with 50% accuracy. However, the amount of opportunity from Gibraltar was a lot more, 20 to the Israel opportunity, that was 8.
And there you see Heitan, tremendous intercept there, but just not able to deliver it. It's just a little bit lofted, the ball that's going into the shooters, and that's being picked off by the 2 Gibraltar defence. Particularly the good positioning of Reyes, linking well with Akana. She's reading the play, just affecting that final ball in from Israel. This is the point, more space there, much better play. Komar just positioning high in the circle to give her that opportunity to move towards the post, but just not able to convert on that occasion. Again, just mopping up at the back. Akana. Good play, good linkage through the court. Excellent work from Gibraltar. And that's Rodriguez who puts that ball away. It's Gibraltar 17, Israel 7.
Baseline drive,
yeah. And that's what we would say is excellent from this side. Play the short game down one side, open up the circle by that swing of the ball across to the opposite. And as Vicky said, just seeing that goal attack, make that swift movement along the baseline.
Good pressure from the Israeli goalkeeper there.
Yes, can't fault Berman, the goalkeeper for Israel. She's rangy, she's got the strong arms. There we see, look at that, over the ball, but that's shooting accuracy for you. That's the determination of Charoy. She's worked her way into the game, managing the pressure of the goalkeeper. She's holding strong on the front. Just slightly rushed on that shot there. Just getting forced up the court there, very high, the wing attack from Israel. So almost finding herself in the centre third, that's Powen. So just trying to get a link and a movement through to the circle edge would help, but that's much better from Kukchik.
Just having a tendency to force that ball in when there is options on the circle edge.
Again, good pressure. So Berman, she's starting to read this double play and the give and go and the links with Joelle Moreno at centre through to Rodriguez and Charoy. Good defensive pressure, Israel, coming out with possession. This is the crucial point, just need to create those options. Work off the ball, but just didn't see that change of direction there. And Gibraltar on the attack again. So uncontested through from the centre pass there, Gibraltar. 5 passes take them to goal. Limited defence against them, so it's critical Israel start to pick up that centre pass defence. It's just giving Gibraltar that confidence to quickly move that ball through to goal. So far in this quarter, just 5 shooting opportunities for Israel. Some credit must go to the defensive pair of Gibraltar. So lots more shooting opportunities for the Gibraltarians. 15 we've recorded. So lots more attacking play and service being given to the Gibraltar pair. There she is. That's a good move by Komar. Through to ball side, and the screen was in place. So great play, much better Israel. And there you see Komar doing all she can to lift the energy on the Israeli team. But again, same structure, corner, pass the ball, the Morenos to the top and into the shooter. So that we would call that the triangle, setting of the triangle to support those shooters. A little bit of information about Israel Netball. They participated in many of the Netball Europe events before they became a full member in 2012. So they've been taking part in ranking matches. They put a team into the World Youth Championships held in Glasgow. And although they didn't win a single match, they were just admired for their charm, their enthusiasm and tremendous spirit. And I think that's what we're also witnessing in and around this competition so far. And it's a 3-year gap since Israel appeared, but obviously everybody at Netball Europe is delighted to have them participating in this year's Open Challenge Cup. Netball's a relatively new sport in Israel as well, and probably to some virtually unknown. And the Israeli team face an awful lot of challenges, but they're here, they're participating, and with a tremendous spirit. So we're just in the final minute of quarter two. Gibraltar, they've moved away with a lead, and they've definitely improved their accuracy. They're getting the shooting opportunities. The service is getting through to Sharoy, the goal shooter from Gibraltar. Just showing their fitness now, Gibraltar on court. I'm sure some work at half-time just to tidy up the defensive pressure that Israel can put on them through the mid-court is needed. And there we go, that's the end of quarter two. Gibraltar 24, Israel 10. Not without a fight. Israel still want to get more goals on the board. They'll come back stronger. We might see some positional changes potentially from both teams as we move into the second half. We'll go courtside just to see if we can pick up any of that coaching information, the words of wisdom that might be being passed over in that Gibraltar camp as we see now.
Yeah, we've got half time. We've got 8 minutes of half time. Okay, take a good drink first of all. Just relax. Natalie, okay, girls, who should be there? Move that one. We've got somebody missing. Zania, you always do it to me. I always think I've got somebody missing. Right, girls.
Maybe take.
Listen in. Really, really good quarter. Really good quarter. We got away from them. Really good shooting, really good movement. Okay? The only thing I'd still say to you is rebounding. Rebounding. You're getting the rebound. You're getting out. It's your timing is not quite catching it. Yeah? So maybe move out slightly or tip it there. Yeah?
I'm trying to tip it over, but then.
Janice, in terms of the centre bit, I think we've had 2 forced ones that we've been lucky with, that we got goals off of, and maybe one other that we didn't. So we've really reduced the forcing in, and we've been much more patient. So well done, you two, much more patient there. Victoria, excellent at the centre pass. We got lots and lots of turnover ball because of your restricting. She's contacting on the way through, and that umpire's picking that up. So really, really good restricting there. So really, really well done. And interceptions up the court as well. So well done. You two, really good in terms of the timing. You're getting that timing, that running off. It's coming with the practice. You can see it coming, yeah. And your marking, your second stage, a couple of times had an impact. You didn't get the interception, but your second stage was so good that they threw it off, and we got the interception, or it went off the court. So that is really crucial to us in terms of the stage 2 marking. All right. So think about that. Now we're going to change for this quarter. You're going to come off. You're going to goalkeeper. You're taking a rest. Kellyanne's coming in. Stay where you are. So the unit now is Carla, Kellyanne and Zania. All right. You need to do, Carla, exactly what Victoria was doing, which is you were getting to the line first. She was getting to the line first, and the girl is trying to push through. If it's the same girl, no, but you still do the same thing and delay up the court, all right? And then you can turn off and you'll get interceptions from that.
So those words of wisdom down there on the Gibraltar bench, they'll be pleased with this performance and a lead of 14 goals as they move into the second half of this game. Smiling faces, lots of information, still wanting more, the coaching staff from Gibraltar, but we've witnessed some great structure in their attacking play. We've seen some good links from the mid-court through to goal, lots of shooting opportunities, significantly more in the second quarter for Sharoy. She's found a form, the goal shooter from Gibraltar. For Israel, a little bit more work to do. We can see lots of information again being given to the players down there. And let's just see what we can pick up from this coaching team down there on the Israeli bench.
Like, if they're coming this way, I'm like, go back, dodge, get back. Like, you can see their players with them, get them to move. And then you guys in the circle, you need to hold longer and stronger. So a couple of times we had some overheads, nice overheads going into you, but they were like the running overheads. It's exactly what I said to you yesterday. You're running back, you have to find that time to stop. You have to stop them coming with you somehow. Have the confidence that you'll be able to get that ball, even if you do stop for half a second. It's going to make them contact you as well. Make them contact you. That's one of your weapons. If you just stop and hold, they're going to come back into you. So even if you don't get the ball, you'll get the penalty shot. And think of, just remember, me holding your arm, you know, like, don't move, and then because like a couple of times it worked perfectly. Really nice space, nice pass, and it was great. It's just that one where you're not holding, you're running, so then you need to stop.
בוא ננסה לבוא קדימה, אוקיי? ממש אנחנו קצת בסירות, אתם יכולים לבוא קדימה מסירות כאלה חזקות. לא, זה טוב, אתם יכולות. אוקיי, לחייך.
What do you have on your cheek?
Yeah, it's from the bottle.
Nomi, save your energy a little bit when you're defending. Like, feel I'm not doing anything. Yeah, but it's not your job. Like, if you do anything, drop back and just fill a space. It's not worth getting pulled up for like distance or anything. It's just.
So we're about to get going in quarter 3 of this second game of day 2. It is Israel against Gibraltar. Gibraltar, they've taken a healthy lead in the first half. It's 24 goals to Israel's 10. We know the Israeli spirit. We know they're not going to lie low in this second half. They'll be fighting back. They'll be looking to secure more goals. But lots of information being given out on the Israeli bench there, just about the importance of creating the options, working with each other, really being smart up against that tight defensive pressure that's been put up against them from Gibraltar. And there we see, just willing each other on there. Almost ready for the second half. And we'll see some changes for Gibraltar. Coming on at wing defence, Carla Gomez Neto, she takes to the court. At wing attack, we get another Moreno, it's Keisha Moreno at wing attack. Kellyanne Somper at goal defence. And Xenia Reyes at goalkeeper. So a positional change for Reyes. She moves from goal defence to goalkeeper. And that's where we see Kellyanne Somper returns to goal defence. And for Israel, the changes, we see Stossel at centre, Sturman at wing attack, and Lieberman at wing defence. So we've witnessed 3 positional changes with the wing attack position for Israel. So that's where we probably read in and see that they're not particularly happy with that attacking play, that unit work. Vicky, what would you want to see out of Israel in this third quarter in attack?
Yeah, they are getting possession of the ball from their defenders. You know, the defenders are working hard through. It's just they're obviously struggling with a link to the circle edge and providing opportunities for the shooters to get the ball in. So yeah, they're looking to change that attacking unit to see if they can provide more options. In the last quarter, the wing attacker in that position was just hiding behind the defender, so they were looking to front up on their opponent and make sure that they're a definite option.
So they're the coaching words of Vicky Burgess. We've been looking closely at the information being given to these players on court. We're impressed with the work of Gibraltar. They've really started to look at their game tactically, some great improvements in their attacking play and posing threats through this mid-court. And there we see that's 3-second call there. Just so difficult for Israel to break through that strong defensive pressure from Gibraltar in the mid-court. For those of you participating on social media, remember you can have your say. You're listening to what we have to say on these games, but we'd like to hear from you wherever you are in the world. Just use the hashtag NEOpen16 and we'll be there just to pick up your tweets and read out some of your messages and comments throughout the coverage over this competition. Just looking at the shooting statistics from the first half, Israel scoring 10 from 15 in the first half, 66% average that would be, and Gibraltar 24 from 39 opportunities. We talked about the service that had been given to Sharoy and lots of opportunities. Probably the conversion rate for Gibraltar, they would like to be better. It sits at 61% for that first half. They'll be looking to lift that. And what would you look for at this time in this competition? Top 70s into 80s for this kind of developmental competition? Definitely.
And then obviously they can reflect on their games in the previous games from yesterday, what they were hitting yesterday, but definitely in the 70s and above that in this Challenger Cup.
Oh, good ball, good vision by Joel Moreno, just finding that movement to post again of Sharoy. That's been a great linkage that we've witnessed through this game so far, and one that Israel are really struggling to close down.
Israel shooters just seem to be getting caught behind the defence there.
That was a great ball off the post, but no shooter there to receive. Quick on the defence though, Gibraltar.
Both attacking players moving away from the ball, making it difficult for Israel to get the ball into the circle at the moment.
Yeah, just forcing that long ball, Vicky, aren't they?
Yeah. Credit to the Gibraltarian defence, getting themselves in the right positions.
Good hand, good rebound by Segev. She's quick to take that one and fast on that through court play.
Good take from the centre there. Good ball movement through the court, keeping the width. Just need to finish it.
And that one creeps in. Big smile out again to the supporters. Really effective play from Gibraltar, working the ball down the sides, but then clever in their play to open up the circle by that ball swing. And it's definitely the intelligence of Sharoy, the goal shooter, that has maintained and is building on the lead from the first half. Again, forcing that long ball. Both shooters just caught on the goal line, so limited space for them to even move into. So it really does need a little bit more rotation in that circle. Even just one shooter out, just to create a one-on-one situation in there for the likes of Kupchik.
Yeah, Kupchik needs to look to drop to the post, I think, with Komar being that strong runner on the front. At the moment, they're both getting caught in the same space, and as we can see just off screen, they're just having a quick conversation about that.
Yes, it was the goal attack Komar from Israel. She's done so much work through this game, and just an element of fatigue, I think, there. It really does need Kupchik and Sturman now on the wing attack just to really start to bring that ball through to goal and just allow for Komar to do that positional job of being in the circle and around the circle edge to take that ball to goal. Again, good rebound position from Rodriguez. It's a healthy lead from Gibraltar, Vicky. Probably a difficult ask for Israel to come back.
No, definitely. Although we do know that Israel have got a lot of fight in them. They did yesterday, right until the fourth quarter, the last second of the fourth quarter, they were still fighting for those goals. So I wouldn't expect it to be finished just yet. They just do need to keep a little bit of structure and make sure they keep communicating. Nice ball from the centre there, quick hands.
Yes, excellent work. Really good play. Joelle Moreno, she's the mastermind of the attack. Determined to get the ball to circle edge, to safely deliver into the shooters. A standout player of this game. Sharoy at goal shooter for Gibraltar. And Kelly Sharoy, the Gibraltar goal shooter, she stands at just 5'4". In terms of height, very small, but she makes up for that in terms of that agility to move around, and the work of Rodriguez.
A little bit of miscommunication between Rodriguez there and the wing attack. Good pick-up.
And not without their supporters, Israel. And a big hello to Dan Krasnostin out there. You're hoping for a good game. I'm sure you've enjoyed it. It's probably not the result that Israel wanted, but certainly they've played with a great spirit, and we've seen some good passages of play. It's just about working against a tight opposition and how they free themselves, how they use the width of the court to take that ball to goal. And for anybody just joining in the coverage today, first game was Switzerland, and they were up against Malta, and that was a win for them, 39 goals to 23. And as you see, we're witnessing great scoreline by Gibraltar in this second game, in the lead, 34 goals to 13. And we've just over 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. And again, it's Moreno at centre, who's quick to get to circle edge, but a chance now with goalkeeper Berman getting the throw in. This is the point that Israel just need to try and carve up the space, work through that line of defence, through this mid-court. Just tend to look long through to the shooters. A lot of their attacking players drawn high on the court, just leaves an open space through where the shooters then are forced out of the circle. That's a good shooter pass through from Komar to Kupchik. Just not able to convert. Great intercept, great hand there from Reyes at goalkeeper. She read that one well, just couldn't get two hands on it, but it still goes in Israel's favour. Again, it's Komar on the front position. Yeah, she's pleased with that one. She's secured that goal. She's worked hard for that one, Vicky.
She certainly has.
And there she was, absorbed the pressure. She stepped in, but able to convert. She's got a strong influence in this Israeli line of attack.
Good shooter to shoot a ball there. And converted.
So just 1 minute, just over 1 minute to go in quarter three. It's definitely been a quarter dominated by Gibraltar again in terms of the structure that they have through the court, their ability to put on a very tight one-on-one defence, particularly in that mid-court area. That's been tough for Israel to break through. But can't fault the work of Segev there at goal defence and Berman. Another goal on the board. Lifted the percentage success rate, Gibraltar, in this third quarter. Still giving the shooters the service that they're asking for. Too much on that one there. Good hands from Segev again at goal defence. Over a third there, so at the end of quarter three it's Gibraltar 37, Israel 14. Still smiling, Israel, still trying to add more goals to their scoreline. Credit to Gibraltar, they've worked the ball well through to goal, they've linked their defence to attack, incredibly well by Joel Moreno, their centre. It's been an impressive performance by them so far. There's 1 quarter left and we'll be going courtside just to see if we can pick up any comments that are coming out from the coaching staff. I'm sure Israel will still come back fighting in quarter 4. And let's just see if we can pick up any conversations down there from the coaching team and words coming through to their players that will take to the court in the final quarter.
It's very, very important not to get behind the ball. So, stand, drop back, keep dropping back, keep dropping back, let them bring the ball up, because it's working around the centre.
It's now change this.
Oh shit. Hold on. Yes.
You want me to get that back?
Just ask Lara. On the centre pass. Sorry, that's what I was looking for. On the centre pass, don't start on the line. Drop back, come around. Okay? And look for them. Just open your vision, control the ball. Was much better on the rebounds. We were holding it a lot stronger. And you weren't wasting silly.
Really important to be having photos. What? Coming up? Yeah. Yes. If you don't get it perfect, that means it's down to 10. Yes, I need you every time.
לא ליפול לקצב שלהם.
מה?
לא ליפול לקצב שלהם על ההתקפה. שומעת?
So we're about to get the final quarter underway. As you see there, it's a healthy lead by Gibraltar, 37 goals to Israel 14. And many spectators still applauding the spirit and the sportsmanship that we see in the Israeli lineup. They're a pleasure to watch. They're working hard. They're really fighting to try and get more goals on the board. And just listening in on the Gibraltar bench. So the teams are just starting to prepare to enter the court for the final quarter. Shout out to you, Conor Myers. You're impressed with the Israeli sportsmanship. They might be losing, but they're playing with great spirit. Yes, everybody at Sports Central in Newcastle would agree with that. We're just hoping they can just get a little bit more structure in their defensive pressure that they put up against Gibraltar. But it's been a fine performance so far by this team in red. And already forcing that error back in possession of the Israeli centre pass. So just to give you some changes for this final quarter, we see Cross at wing defence for Gibraltar, Martinez at goal attack, and Janice Moreno, she now is at centre. Some changes for Israel. We see Bremen to goal attack, Eita to wing defence, Krasnostein to centre, and Nashon to goalkeeper. So a few changes to report for you as we move in this final quarter Let's see if that makes any differences in terms of Israel. As we've said, they're fighting all the way through this game. They'll not be giving up. They keep turning ball over, Vicky, but it's just about securing that goal, isn't it?
It is, you're right. They need to keep control, provide options and make sure they position themselves to the ball so that they're not allowing any of their defenders the chance to get any interceptions. Just get caught hiding on attack in the previous quarter, so and any lateral kind of diagonal balls like that will get picked off, so they just need to make sure that they're driving forward for the ball.
Patiently taking the ball to the circle edge. It's that characteristic connection of the work of their attacking mid-court to the circle edge and accurately putting the ball to the body of the shooters. So Rehman is now the goal attack for Israel. And we've seen Martinez replace Rodriguez for Gibraltar. So 2 changes there, 2 substitutions for that goal attack position for the final quarter. And it looks like, Vicky, we've almost gone back to what were the starting 7s in this game. So some positional changes, some substitutions, but almost back to what we were at the start. And good pressure again by the defensive line. Some great communication by Reyes at the back for Gibraltar. And this is the critical point for Israel. How can they break that pressure, the one-on-one pressure of their opponents, Gibraltar, in this mid-court? Often, as you've said, Vicky, they're forced to give that ball laterally. It's about breaking through, just creating some space to get that ball through to goal.
Yeah, it's about not just waiting until the balls land. It's the early preparation that you do to lose your defender earlier. That allows you to be free as the ball lands, and it allows better timing and the ball to be released. So that early preparation is just not happening at the moment, and that's why Israel are forced to do these long over diagonal balls to each other. And granted, the Gibraltarian defence are getting their fingers to it, applying lots of pressure.
And losing the character and that dynamism of Komar to the bench now. So it's left to Komar to watch this final quarter. And Rehman, she's on at goal attack. Adds a little bit more height, Vicky. So they're trying just to use a little bit more of that aerial play. But it's tough, isn't it, in there with the Gibraltar defence?
Yeah, they're getting themselves into good positions to deny space and confuse space for the feeders to get the ball into. So they're just struggling to get the ball in at the moment. And Gibraltar getting the turnovers and fairly easily taking the ball through court, right to the circle edge, with some good positioning from the shooter in the circle there.
Yeah, it's just popped out again. Excellent timing by Charoy, the goal shooter. Israel just electing to put their goalkeeper, goal defence back in the circle there, just to try and stop that ball coming in. And Rehman just trying to use that 1-2. So Berman, she's moved from the goalkeeper position to finish the game at goal attack. So somebody that is versatile and started the game at goalkeeper, and now we see Berman at goal attack.
Gibraltarian defence just making it a really tough job for the Israeli attack to get the ball into the circle there, making them work hard. And now we have a turnover, an interception there from the centre. Good positioning from the goal attack on the front.
So as we thought, Israel fighting to that final whistle. 7.5 minutes just under left on the clock, but they're still moving this ball through, fighting hard in defence. It's been a tough ask of them today. Gibraltar certainly turned up strong. They've played a good game, Gibraltar. They've kept their structure, patiently delivered that ball through to their shooters.
Israel just getting behind their team there after converting that shot.
So we're moving into the final 6 minutes, just over, of this final quarter. For anyone out there, don't forget there's full coverage of the whole of this competition. It's available for $5.95 for a day pass. It's £14.95 for the tournament pass, which will give you access to all remaining games, all previous games, because tournament pass holders, you can access every single match on demand for 30 days. So if you're interested, if you're enjoying this game and the others to come, it's certainly worth tuning in and looking at those passes. And we've got an exciting day ahead of us. We've witnessed Malta against Switzerland in game 1 this morning. That was a victory to Switzerland, 39 goals to 23. Next up after this one, it's the championship game. It's England versus Northern Ireland, and that will kickstart the championship event after this game. So we've got 5 minutes to go, and it's really been Gibraltar's day. They've scored a fine 41 goals to Israel's 16. They'll be pleased with their performance. A lot of shooting opportunities, Gibraltar. Slightly lower than yesterday on shooting percentages, but it started at 55% in quarter 1, gone to 63 in quarter 2, and we've recorded a 65% third quarter percentage. So improvements through the game, players learning all the time. It's great to see Gibraltar out there against Israel, playing with such energy and enthusiasm.
Looks to be a little battle going on between the two centres there.
And there we see, that's a key player, the goal shooter from Gibraltar. That was Sharoy. She's made a massive impact on this game. She's been available. She's improved her shooting accuracy throughout this game. and had a fine performance, and that's a superb ball going in from Keisha Moreno.
Israel working hard to try and apply some pressure on the circle edge, keep the goal attack out of the circle on that last play.
And there we see the goal defence just being spoken to, just in relation to the contacts and just the contest that's going on in and around the circle, and the umpire having a word with her in the captain role. Interesting, that one. She needs to tell and inform the players of those comments from the umpire. Not always time, Vicky, to get that communication across. The captain knows, but did all the players get to know?
Not at all. I think that's certainly something that the umpires need to be aware of, that, you know, there isn't actually that time to communicate what's being said. So how are these players supposed to adapt their play?
She's finishing as she started this game. Charoy, definitely a player to look out for. She's 6 from 6 in this final quarter. Can't ask any more of that. So she's really been a key influence in red for Gibraltar in this game today. Same ball, same side, same movement to goal. Not afraid to play the short ball as we see there, Gibraltar. But that ball's just reaching their shooters easily in these final few minutes. So there's a bit of noise in the crowd from the spectators from Gibraltar. I think they'll be looking to get the half century and score the 50 goals. This is a chance for them to get their 50th goal of today in this game. There it is, that's 50, and it's Charoy who puts that one away. So don't forget, if you're out there in and around social media, on Twitter, you can tweet us using the hashtag NEOpen16. We'd like to hear from you. We'd like to know what you think of the game so far, who you're supporting, who are your key players. Get in touch and we'll look to read some of those comments out through our coverage over today and throughout the competition. Good pressure. Segev again comes out, so fighting to the end. Been some great defensive work by Israel, just not able to convert those goals. And we're going into 10 seconds left on the clock. Can Israel get this final goal? The bench are up, the bench is shouting. And that's time. That's the end of the game. It's been a fine performance from Gibraltar in red. 51 goals to Israel's 17. Not without a fight. Everyone enjoys seeing Israel on court. It's a new game in Israel. It's a developing game. These players are key role models for everyone else back home who want to play, be introduced to netball. But credit to Gibraltar, they're pleased with that performance. Some great links through the court, And some excellent shooting from Martinez, Rodriguez and Charoy, a key player for Gibraltar. And the Morenos family that are out there, sharing 3 players sharing the same surname. They've all been on court, been influential. And there we see them, the Gibraltar huddle. It's a fine fourth quarter performance from the shooters from Gibraltar. Great speed of release there from Kandapa through to Houseby. You mentioned Ella Clark and Houseby linking. It looks pretty fluent so far out there.
Yeah, it is. It's exciting. I think Kandapa's had a really good season at Surrey Storm, and it's be good to see how she picks that up representing her country. And that is one really